The Pakistan Meteorological Department in general and Punjab Disaster Management Authority in particular has warned the citizens across the country and across the province in particular for an expected intensified heat wave condition from May 25 to May 31st, 2026. Yes, these heat wave conditions that could potentially be very much intensified and could be 5 degree to 7 degree higher than the normal conditions or normal temperature conditions is expected, more particularly in the time frame of Eid al-Azha holidays that are from May 25 to May 31st. This would actually be the result of pressure system that would be consolidated in the upper atmosphere on May 25 and then would be eventually strengthened on May 26 and then could also produce some disastrous heat wave conditions for the general public eventually from May 26 to May 31. Both of the departments in this regard have already notified the general public of an expected soar in mercury of up to 7 degrees centigrade. Yes, it means that as compared to the average or normal temperature or weather conditions in Punjab, there could be an expected 5 to 7 degrees surge, particularly in the time frame of May 25 to May 31st, which is also the time frame of Eid al-Azha holidays. It further depicts that according to the statistics and predicted calculations by both of the departments in northern or central Punjab, the districts that are included in this particular area or domain of Punjab would experience a surge of 5 to 6 degree temperature and could potentially confront a disastrous heat wave of up to 45 degrees centigrade. While on the other hand, in the southern Punjab, which is more prone to the heat wave conditions, will expect a potential 50 degrees centigrade temperature. Yes, and these are the very conditions for which Pakistan Meteorological Department in general and Punjab Disaster Management Authority have already alerted the citizenry and the general public of the Punjab that they shall remain cautious and shall take the precautionary measures in order to counter and in order to secure themselves from these heat wave conditions that are expected from May 25 to May 31st. Keeping in consideration the expected surge in heat wave conditions in Punjab from May 25 to May 31 on one hand, and then keeping in view the dynamics of an expected surge in traffic due to Eid al-Azha holidays in the same time frame on the other hand, have also intensified the concerns of the administrative and enforcement agencies of Punjab, to which Punjab Disaster Management Authority has dispatched an advisory to the general public of Punjab asking to take necessary preventive and precautionary measures against the heat wave conditions that is expected from May 25 to May 31, 2026. Thank you.
What has the Taliban done now that has the United Nations and the United States speaking out? A new 31-article decree governing the separation of spouses in Afghanistan, and critics say it systematically pushes women's rights backward. The decree was published in mid-May and approved by Taliban Supreme Leader Haibatullah Akhundzada. It outlines grounds for separation, including a husband's prolonged disappearance, incompatibility between couples, and renunciation of Islam and failure on the part of the husband. But here is the problem. The procedure for women seeking separation are far more complicated than those for men. The most criticized article is Article 5. It allows relatives other than the father or grandfather to arrange a marriage contract on behalf of a minor boy or girl. The child can annul the marriage after reaching puberty, but the UN say this effectively permits child marriage. The decree also treats boys and girls differently. If a virgin girl stays silent, her choice to separate is considered invalid. A boy's silence, however, doesn't cancel his right to choose. The United States has joined the UN in condemning the decree. The Taliban spokesperson dismissed the criticism, saying it comes from people hostile to Islam. But for the US and international community, this decree is yet another example of the Taliban systematically eroding the rights of Afghan women and girls since returning to power in 2001.